We're in the book, the second seal in chapter 88. 8 and 8. 888, huh? Okay. So again, all right, behold these prophecies. Okay, this is being continued. And again, I'm never here to tell you what it is, what it ain't. I'm simply sharing what it looks like to me. All right. And it says, behold, these prophecies are written in symbolism according to the stumbling blocks that the Lord placed before you because of your inability to live accordingly to the Spirit of God, which would make, all things clear unto you. Therefore, do not suppose that the Father would cause any of these things to come upon you, right? For he doth not punish his children in this manner, but alloweth them to punish themselves by making choices that they make for themselves according to their ability to act for themselves. Again, the sense of free will. And that's what I was just sitting there thinking about. Like, I don't know, being like grateful to be someone that can actually cross-reference or take constructive criticism, even criticize oneself, I would imagine, in certain situations, and be able to learn from these things and build on the lessons and values or whatever that we learn from those particular things. And again, whatever actions can, but in this lifetime, let's remember that in 88, we're still talking about the things of science, right? Science and technology that are going to do this, right? So again, we're talking old God versus tech God, old world versus new world, children of God versus sons of man, sons of God versus sons of man. All right. Yeah. So again, when you guys hear me like complaining about this, I know that there's a difference, that there's what source puts in front of you. I'll just say that, in front of you. You do what you want. You discern, you do what you want with it. All right. And then there's certain downloads or things that could be coming in from other energies. And then there's self. So again, I feel like people get it twisted, right? Because I deal with a lot of different energies telepathically and spiritually, not physically. People want to try to get it twisted. It's hard to come in. When you awaken and you come into this experience and all this time you're thinking it's just you're praying or whispering to God or something like this, right? And then you come into this awareness that it expands this something that you thought was just, hold on one second. It's like this expansion of knowledge and sensing things and, so forth. Okay. All right. I can't remember where I was, but here's another 9. I don't know why 9 has been really sticking out to me lately. Now, this is what it is always meant by the wrath of God. Behold, do ye think that the Father cometh angry and his children, with his children, and is wont to hurt. Yeah, that's how it would say it. Angry with his children and is wont to hurt them in any manner. It does say it like that. Okay. I don't know. That must be a typo, possibly. I say unto you, that makes me wonder what else might have been right there. You know what I'm saying? That's what that makes me wonder. But anyways, I say unto you that he doth not become angry with them, but in great sadness he witnesses the destruction and misery that they bring upon themselves. All right. But this is also making me think when we're talking about this whole school or education reform energy here. Because I do think in order to honor the father, your earthly masters or earthly father and mother, you would have to know who they are. There should be some communication to establish something, right? Because if you don't know who you're dealing with as an earthly master, you don't know what they could be doing to you. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So again, this could be the father's energy. The father could be separate from the children, right? Again, just like single family households. And we could be under the rulership of earthly women, okay? Again, in whatever matter, whether they are the woman, or transgender energy, whatever. We have to talk about both, because I mean, if everybody wants to be involved, then we have to go ahead and decipher what we're talking about, right? Because there's going to be two different energies there, but as it's in the likeness of mothering, right? And again, with mothering and daughters or dowry, sometimes mothers can be jealous. Just like, again, when it came to the whole so-called slave energy with the mammy and the wife, the barren wife, most of the time, okay? There was a sense of jealousy that this earthly mother or this mothering energy could give them things that give them the father, the Lord, the master, or whatever, okay? Something that they could not, okay? And it's that same thing, vice versa. But again, it also restricts that motherly earthly being from being able to speak their mind without being reprimanded or something, right? So again, pointing this out is very important here, because then you go to jealousy, envy, and hate, and how, again, the people were dealing with Israel unjustly for no reason. They hated them for no reason, but the reason was because of who they were. Not so much the color of their skin, but whatever they beheld, okay? It says, behold, look, behold, okay, do you think that the father come angry? Okay, we already did this part. All right. But that don't mean that the father, couldn't be. Like, again, okay, I'm doing a live video. Hold on a second. No, I'm not. If you could take her. Okay, but I'm doing a live video. Like, I can't stop it. Okay. So, let's see. But when the prophets write concerning the destruction of things to come, they relate the inaction of the Father in interceding to the... Okay, somebody just came in. I think they're leaving, though. The inaction of the Father in interceding to prevent these destructions and miseries as the wrath of God. Wait, let's read that one more time. They relate the inaction of the Father in interceding to prevent these destructions and miseries as the wrath of God. Okay, so again, it's the whole thing. Recently, like in the media, we have situations, again, allegedly, of feminine energies maybe withholding children from the Father. Now, that energy could also be in this energy of us that are reborn, right? The birthing of nations, okay? This could be feminine energies gathering together to harm indigenous women, their defile, or, to wreck their image or whatever, or think that these women should follow the same way that they did to get where they got, right? So they would allow these particular things. So that's what I'm saying. Hurt people do hurt people sometimes, and sometimes they heal and then heal others. You know what I'm saying? And so it's this whole energy. But again, we have to know what's going on in order to know how to change it, okay? And that's the same thing it is, because I feel like this time the earthly beings don't have to live in the same town, but they could, right? And they would have some kind of conservatorship over you secretly, right? Again, that's why I feel like a whole bunch of energy, always there's bickering between the wand energy here, okay? Because there's some sense of jealousy, and you would think it's these people would maybe feel jealousy for whatever reasons. This may be like somebody that is some type of model or something like this. But again, the fact that you would think that they would be jealous of another being that may not be what society says perfect or look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not about really what you look like. It's something that you have access to that's within, that some of these people may not be able to tap into because they don't do the work, or because they're not children of God. It's just that energy like that for me. All right. So again, it's a whole thing again about withholding. right? If the fathers are supposed to be included, they should have, I guess, a say so in what their daughters do, right? But then again, yeah, because it's almost like a motherly energy taking over and turning something into a brothel or something. You know what I'm saying? Just to get back at the feminine energy when the feminine energy, but the thing is, the feminine energy may not even haven't even been aware of the connection over the years with these fathers or these masculine energies. You know, some of us are just coming into this. To me, for me, to be honest with you, I'm just coming into this. A newbie when it comes to this interacting of this energy here, always knowing that source was there or something was guiding me or something, but at some point in time I got off of some kind of something, right? to venture out, right? And then that's when you're going to learn those lessons. But it's like, how do you stay or how do you remain or how do you go back into that? You know, like I said the other day with the world card, we have the one with the girl in the world card, and then we have the alternative card of her putting down the wands and standing out. And then I told you guys at one point in time, like, okay, hold on, let me get back in. Because it's kind of like that energy is going to be attacked by society, actually. Because source didn't choose you because of what you look like, what you drove, and where you live. It's about who you are, okay? Or what you can do for others to be of service on this plane, I feel. All right. And there's a little bit more freedom. It doesn't seem like it, right? But we can go within, right? There's a little bit more freedom there when you are, you know, a son of God. Rather than, you know, the more money, the more problems, you know, you have more people that can have access to you and your, but I think they're bringing that as on earth as it is in heaven. I think they're bringing that system to us here on this plane, that if you want to work by the rules with this new tech energy, that we will find some way to, we can put you on some list and we can find some way to crush you, basically, to strip everything. So you have to be careful of saying, oh, source will do this and take people out and put new people in, or, you know, that's true and things like this. But there's also whatever source is doing, man is trying to do it right behind that energy. Right alongside that energy. And it is written, saying, and I heard a great voice out of the temple. So again, this could be your mind, right? Saying to the seven angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of God upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth. And there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast. Okay. Wow. The men that had the mark of the beast. I don't know. I'm just getting tech here. I don't know. But again, if the mark of the beast, we have to look at it in both ways. There's going to be something naturally that could be the mark of the beast, I feel, of a beast. And then there could be also the one that man makes up, right? So again, maybe like this ascension that some of us are going through. It might be taking us longer. We might have to go through. We might not be able to see as clear. But again, you may be able to get some injection that can give you fucking, you know, the same type of powers, right? Where you can overstep or go beyond even what God has done, but you're thinking that that's what you're doing, but all the time it's probably taking you further away from that which is natural. And it can be controlled. That's the thing about it. Whatever this energy is, I'm feeling like this is something that can be controlled by others, and then you're not acting out on yourself. So that's why I'm very cautious about what I let somebody in the medical industry with big pharma and all this put in my body and how much of it, right? Okay. And upon them who worship his image. All right. Now his image could be a her this day. All right. Because we're dealing with energy here. And now this noisome and grievous sore is the many diseases that ye have amongst you in latter days, right? So this is something, some kind of dis-ease or whatever. It could be of the mind. Really, we're still talking about the temple here. So it could be something, a dis-ease of the mind here, of the heart, and of the body, of your soul or your energy. And these are the causes and effects of poor and unnatural foods. Okay, this could be something, right? All right, a learning experience here. Poor and unnatural foods, okay? And this is also, to me, when I'm thinking food, I'm also thinking about consumption, materials, you know, documents, words, you know, all of these things as well. But also, you know, unnatural foods. I don't know what an unnatural, oh, okay, like genetically modified, like corn. Because I think like 90% of corn is genetically modified, if not all of it. So there's a lot of plants that are not plants. Like you have to rebuy these seeds and stuff like this with, what's that big company? I was about to say Moderna. Monsanto, okay? Because it's words like this that I haven't heard in a very long time, right? Because they cut down many people that were talking about these things here. All right, so like a Monsanto energy here. And ye shall consume in that day. And I have already related to you in this record the effects of cooked food. Okay, and I have already related to you the record of the effects of cooked food. Okay, cooked food. Okay, this could be cooked or baked food, or again, I'm thinking the salt of the earth or the additives, right? That we're talking about in Genesis here. I think Genesis 1. They the seasons or season, they'll be for the seasons, right? So again, it's also making me think about raw food, okay? Eating raw. And then also cooking food, or there's a lot of people that kind of just is it called braise the food? Okay, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Just basically like boil it for a couple seconds or whatever. All right, which cook with heat. Okay, let's see this. All right, which cooks with heat, kills the natural process, which these foods are assimilated by the order of the flesh. Okay, which cooking. I'm hearing like Chef Curry energy. You know, chicken red curry is my favorite food, okay? In case y'all didn't know. Okay, kills the natural process by these foods are assimilated by the order of the flesh. So again, this is also making, me think about discernment. This is also making me think about, okay, of course, meat. I hope you cooking the hell out your meat. But maybe I don't know something. Do you see what I'm saying? Or maybe, again, some people are not supposed to even eat meat. They're supposed to eat meats and berries or something like this, okay? It depends. And this is why, again, leading back to knowing thyself and, I guess, listening in. Because when I eat meat, I'm like, oh, why did I do it? So it's like I might want it once a week or something. Like somebody asked me to make something with meat in it. And I'm like, oh, no, I just made something the other day. So like every 3 days or like once a week or something like that, I might cook something with meat. Especially when it comes to ground beef, you know, all that. I don't know. All right. So, but the body is naturally, you see what I'm saying? It could be the fact that it might be artificially processed meat. Could also be that, because again, we don't follow the food from the place to from the farm to table. A company can have a brilliant logo, but what they do with the meat or how they process it may be, you know, I don't know. All right. All right, which cooking with, okay, removes its natural, okay, assimilated by the order of the flesh. And this could be talking about like messengers, okay? Different people's messages or their messengers or somebody's way that they put together a message or something like this. This could be talking about that too, all right? And because ye eat food and flesh that is cooked, yea, causeth an imbalance in your flesh. Okay, let me tell you, this may be talking about, again, the food itself, but I'm also getting a secondhand energy here of like tuning more into self, that core energy. And of course, some of us a lot of people spend a lot of time alone, I feel, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you want to feel like, you know, people with your same mindset, you want to connect with them as well, so you're not, you know what I'm saying? But people will say so that you're not maybe missing something here. But I'm just feeling like, I don't know, the more I just disregard that, you know, but I guess it's for entertainment purposes only. But then again, if it's enter in your mind and obtaining space thereof, then, you know what I'm saying? It's hard, man. I guess that I'm getting like some monk energy. Oh, man. Okay, I'm getting this energy here on top of the mountain here. Like totally cut off. Totally cut. And that's dangerous. So again, test the spirit when you're dealing with this energy though. All right, because I feel like all energy that where you go there, you know, it may not be what you think. You might come back out this I don't know. I don't know. All right, because of this dis-ease, or because you meditating, you think you going within, but you just dealing with the energy that's being directed to you by some directed signals or messages or 5G, or you know what I'm saying, or even something that you heard that somebody said that may not have been the best message. You should have been listening to more gossip than, you know what I'm saying, more gossipy instead of on the lines of teaching or healing. Okay, I'm getting underworld energy here. Because that's what caused the disease. Because I remember even finding out about 4 to 6 months ago about this tarot community, right? And before that, I was just oblivious. You know, I'm just thinking like, this is me and God, we rocking hard. You know what I'm saying? What the heck? It, like nobody else, it was like the world card energy. Nobody else, nothing else mattered, just that connection. You know what I'm saying? But then sometimes you just feel like, as I guess as human beings or whatever, or people on this plane, we tend to step out. You know, it gets kind of lonely, I guess, at the top ish or something. And you might want to listen to music, but then again, we have to be careful with that. You might want to do this and that again. I don't know. I like jazz music. It's take me somewhere. All right. But I haven't been listening that much. So that's what I'm saying. Like guidance, no guidance, I guess I'm hearing here. Yeah. So again, this is going to cause this dis-ease in latter days. This whole back and forth, and, you know, this whole, even with the divine masculine feminine community and that energy, man, it can destroy more people than it heals. That's the scary part for me. But being able to acknowledge that and really sieve through the information to see who is there for healing on top of what they're doing, or is it just high hopes and desires, like Satan standing, or Lucifer there with just offering up these desires. But then what's so bad about, again, that's up to you to discern. All right, because we are here to live now. We're here to live and make these mistakes or do these things, do the work, heal. You know what I'm saying? Even if you keep falling down or whatever. The point is to keep on. Keeping on, I guess. All right. And I would that ye should look into nature and to the other animals with which ye share the planet that the Father hath created. Okay. So yes, this is giving me, again, animals also in etymology means people. All right. So again, this could be other, you know, people or groups. Okay. All right. I'm still thinking about that he placed in the world. Okay. So let's look at this real quick. We're going to have to get this world card out again. All right. I'm hearing you are my shining star. So again, some of these deities have shining stars, you know, that they put up on a pedestal, I guess. You know, and then like when you on that pedestal, I guess shit, you don't want to get down until it's your turn. You know what I'm saying? Then you bow out gracefully. But sometimes it's like it's not your turn. Like everything didn't get like fulfilled, I guess, here. So yeah, this dis-ease is making me think about the Three of Swords energy as well. Okay. But then also being yourself, right? Or being left out in the cold. Also being by yourself, right? You can get, it's not selfish, but whew, it could turn you into like a more secluded, or I don't know, it's another word I want to find for it, but let's see. The other animals that you share the planet with, okay? So I think a lot of people are doing that when it comes to YouTube. But again, you know, I guess there's something about that physical something, right? But you just want to make sure you're with the right people, because it's a dangerous time to be one of these people right now, these gifted individuals, because people want to, you know, use whatever it is you got. Maybe not for the best reasons here, okay? All right, so again, all right, so again, this is what this is giving me. Look unto nature and to the other animals with which ye share the planet with. So again, some of the whole energy of head in the clouds here, okay? So like up in the air or up on a pedestal or something like that. You know, again, I hear people say a real empress don't get off of her throne to address nobody. But sometimes I feel like this is a new thing, and those are exactly the people that are going to be bringing that message. Unapologetic and just very, you know, cutthroat, just the truth. All right, balancing things out here. Yeah. So again, so a bougie energy could be, you see how she's sitting here looking off to the side like, okay. But it's almost like she's looking at this energy right here, that's like a vulture, or yeah, like a vulture to me. All right. But you know, again, this is the leak here. This part of this wreath has been interrupted or resewn. So again, man has already tried to penetrate or get in, right? All right. And then the Anunnaki, or you know, this type of energy, possibly angelic, or you know, government, or you know, follow the air energy. And then these are the beasts of the field. Like, I guess this is the energy of coming down and dealing with these people too. But when it comes to the Empress, right, that's not a good idea for her, right? Sometimes I feel like that. I feel like that's truth. And it's not really about her being afraid, or her being bougie, or her not feeling like the people matter. No, it's about her safety, especially in this time. I think that whatever's being done right now is not the accurate way. We're trying to play the Game of Thrones here, but there's no reason for an Empress or anything to have to worry about her safety, what she's eating, her apparel. Like, especially, and then again, even if we are on more of an independent level and we have to do it ourselves, everybody got to pull their weight. Everybody should be equally be able to do that. Nobody should be able to get in the way of what you're doing, okay? And try to turn your wheel of fortune upside down to force you into a narrative, you know what I'm saying, that is not something for you. And then also force you into some kind of slavery where they're sneaking away with all of the benefits, and you're ending up with nothing here, okay? Or even that whole juggling or comparing, or somebody competing for a spot that is somebody else's regardless. You know, because somebody want to look at these pinnacles and these grapes and shit as abundance, right? But it's just really about the being, I feel. And yeah, I think this is talking about the world card, and really dealing with your people on a level. I guess like community. Oh, what is that card? Okay, imprisonment or slavery, right? I found these two on the floor from what we dealt last night. And then persecution and inquisition here. All right. So again, this may be that energy of the world. Like some people get pulled up into this situation here to go through some process or something. But for me, you know, like, again, heaven is my abode and earth is my footstool, right? But all the people seem the same to me. Whether you got money and whatever, you know, or if you're the poorest person, you know, I feel like I look at everybody the same way. I don't know why this Leo energy or this lion energy it's really creeping up along the side of this. I wonder what that's really, I don't know, it's just drawing my attention there. But it's almost like giving me that whole scarlet letter energy. And it's also giving me the whole thing about, I think it was Sheba that told the king to try to get to her without breaking the seal. So again, I feel like that's the thing. Oh, okay. That could be also like, you know, when we're dealing with these heirs or royal beings, and when it comes to acts of, you know, sexual nature or whatever. You know, okay. So like without taking somebody's virgin, I hate to get graphic, but really I just feel like I have to say this, okay? Other ways, put it like that, of doing things or something here that doesn't defile your vassal or something, okay? It's just what I'm thinking here. I'm thinking that's what she meant, or even getting to her mentally, right? Without breaking the seal or coming in and being in that tangible 3D realm with her. It could have been that energy too, okay? Yeah, which they share the planet that the Father hath created for us. But again, it's kind of hard if you can't sense or see, or if you can't get in contact, or if these people have already been turned against you. Oh, that's what we're looking for, the Empress card, okay? Because she's sitting up here, and it's almost like she's on this pedestal, and all the people are getting pissed off at her. And it makes me think about that whole thing we did on the feminine Christ, the return of the feminine Christ. Have they been able to, like Tituba or any of these energies that they have hung or called witches or taken their children from their hands, or, you know, because of whatever, because they are gifted individuals. It's like, it's kind of ridiculous here. Okay. I'm hearing like, where my girls at energy with this pillow here behind her with this feminine energy written all over it. Okay. Meetings, you know, yeah. All right. Where he hath given unto us this delicate balance of nature, like laughter and smiles that people can't see because we got these goofy ass masks that don't work on your face, you know, like that. And I mean, I see if these were the ones that actually work, but most people are not, you know, and they're not practicing hygiene when it comes to them. I'd rather not have the shit on my face then, because I don't like it. You know, acne and I don't know. All right. So again, that to me, that's not natural. My body knows what to do when I'm breathing in and out here. Okay. But also I'm thinking of smoking too here. That this is something also that could be doing something to you. Okay. Is what I'm hearing. Something about breathing. Yeah. Do any of these causes that their food pass through fire to destroy the purpose for which their food has been created for them? So again, this is talking about like food. This is making me think about downloads and then your attitude or your energy when you're delivering the message, right? Because sometimes we got this Fire King energy here. Sometimes maybe controlling that energy, because I'm hearing like monk or nun energy here. But people don't, you know, passion. Where's passion? We're here to experience these things. I mean, it makes me upset because I feel like the world wants to kill off that. Turn off your light switch and turn you into a robot or something. Right? But if you're cursing or something like this, you know, some people can get turned off, even though when they turn off the screen, they're going to curse possibly at their children or their husband or themselves, you know what I'm saying? Or curse each other in different ways, you know, so it's kind of like ridiculous to me, actually, really, because it's just like kind of words and the way people express themselves, you know, like, I don't know. It's just better to be like, to be free or have that freedom of speech. But again, you may rub somebody the wrong way or an impression or whatever. But then again, I feel like then I don't need that person because, you know, I'm me and that's just who I am. All right. I know how to act accordingly. But sometimes, again, as people, this is what we're going to do. One day you might get a message when I'm feeling, you want me to come on here every day? Yes. Yay. No, they do not. You know, like, so I can't, you see what I'm saying? I just don't know. Or again, I'm supposed to be your empress or your queen and I'm whatever, but I shouldn't speak that much. You shouldn't know about me because you're going to guess or you're going to think something about me. When people start rumors, I think that when you don't release some information about people, that's when people start to speculate and things, you know, which they shouldn't, you know, but that's when they're going to speculate more. So for me, I just be myself all the time and try to be honest as possible. Now, again, this is something that's been deeper since this refined time that I've been spending for these past 2 years, like in closer connection with whatever else is going on here, this outside realm from within, I guess, though, too. Yeah, something like that. All right. All right. These things okay, you know that they do not do these things. For they do not have the agency to perform these tasks. So yeah, this is what I'm saying here about those that are above or in heaven or in elevated places. They can't even be real with themselves or real with their work. So how can they be real with you? And so I think this is big on discernment. You know what I'm saying? But again, I think this is like a beautiful connection when they can kind of, but then again, you have to be careful because again, if somebody's already elevated, sometimes they're looking down on you, right? Like they want you to make mistakes. That's what I'm saying about the third party or interference or middleman energy, it frustrates me sometimes, I feel. Right? But these people, because of whatever positions they hold, or maybe there's somebody that has, that is well off, right? And so they have lots of responsibilities, and they know the repercussions or whatever, right? So I guess this is why, there's some of us that are in these other positions that, can do so, but we may be, having to alter it a little bit because you may be being chosen to move into some position or whatever, but let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's some fake shit, it probably ain't nothing for me. All right? Having been instinctually programmed. Look, hold on, stop. Do not have the agency to perform these tasks. Having been instinctually programmed by the Father in the beginning to obey in all things. All right? The laws of nature. Okay? So this is kind of, programmed by the Father. I'm getting that because I feel like that God in the first, that earth in the beginning the earth was first. Okay? A cat of mass, that is giving me Mother Earth energy, period. That's giving me Mother God, Goddess energy. All right? And the Father, I feel, comes in and adds his slime to the soil, right? Leaving their mother and father lands and cleaving onto their wife, or their mothers and father in general, and cleaving onto their wife. All right? This could be a spirit. All right? But it's saying programmed. So this makes me think about artificially programmed, or OG in the biblical text, or just like that, some type of program. It still makes me think about some kind of, but then kind of like a glitch, or some people maybe have a glitch, or their natural something overpowers what has been programmed, so they're able to grasp themselves once again and move on. So maybe it seemed like you weren't yourself for a couple weeks or years or months, and it kind of comes and goes. I don't know. I feel like maybe that's just like you're maybe absent-minded because there is a portion of you that is somewhere else or something. You know what I'm saying? Okay, or just like, going within or meditating on. It's almost like a leaving the body experience or something, possibly. And do those other animals in nature have the noisome and grievous sore upon them as ye have? Or the other words, do they have the dis-ease of the flesh that causes these unnatural and unhealthy sores, that cause your suffering and your deaths? Behold, they do not. Okay, so this is giving me energy of, do other, but it's making me think, who sent this energy here today? Okay, because we do have the Empress here. All right, and then we have the King of Cups energy here. All right. Oh, don't never do that ever again, please. But we also see this King of Cups here, sitting on many waters, that he doesn't have. Look, he don't have that thing. See, that's why I'm saying this looks like a microphone for her, right? This looked like a microphone in her hand. He don't have that round thing on there. You know what I'm saying? So it made me think, like, still, okay, we think about the Father and the Lord, but what about, other gods, sorcerers, magicians, okay, technology, right? So again, this is also saying that, again, the Father doesn't do these things, but technology does these things. So it may be telling people, why you mad at Source? You know what I'm saying? When tech is doing this, but when it comes to the Empress, I have to say, or when it comes to the World card energy, or when it comes to a Queen of Wands energy, I still feel like there's something else there. There's something else there. Okay? When it comes to little gods being able to do certain things. And that's what I'm saying. Other people that have powerful gifts and things like that. Because masculines are going to be more quiet about the gifts and things that not saying that feminines are the only ones that's holding something here. But masculines, they're more logical, or they think with a certain portion of the brain. Okay? So it just makes me think, like, they're not going to be as vocal, right? So you really don't know. It's kind of like always this. I'm thinking tall, dark, and handsome. Like there's always this darkness I feel like I see within every man, or most powerful men anyway. It's intriguing, I feel. It's where you can learn something from these individuals. I mean, I don't know, it's intriguing to me. All right. And that doesn't always necessarily mean that you want to hop into bed with some, what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know, something like companion or a teacher or a guide or mentor, okay? Especially those of us feminines that are dealing a lot or learning more of our masculine side. Okay, yeah, okay, please. Like I'm just saying, y'all standing right next to each other. Okay? I can't stand because I get off balance. I don't even remember what I was just saying. Right? These grievous sores can be something that's on the physical, but it can also be, you know, things that's happening that's stopping you, you know, cock blocking energy or things that's stopping you here. Okay. What I just say? All right. Behold, they do not. Okay. Behold, even the food that ye or yea eat that hath not passed through the heat of a fire. So again, this may be something that upsets somebody or triggers somebody even and been destroyed. Okay. Even these things have been contaminated, okay, by the unnatural attempts of men to gain by providing these things unto you in abundance. So again, this is talking about words and material things. All right. This is why I like to, you know, in that living energy, like really go through this and kind of give you what they're saying, but what I'm sensing here again, and if you don't, you know, again, but this is something that I feel like we all do or should do or are doing in general here. You know, but so again, when it comes to my own path, I do what I do when I turn this camera off. When I'm here on this camera, we're just using these materials to kind of, but again, some people don't even need that. But there's some people, you know, and I guess that's where that everybody can't come energy come from. But it's just enjoying, I don't know, what this is. You know, I don't like nobody to get me to try to overlook anything because no, there might be something here that triggers something here, that triggers something here, and then brings something out of here. All right. So again, it's still programmed, you know, to get somebody to stop doing that. It's still like programming to me. Why get rid of books and stuff like that? You know, people should have the option if they want to sit here and speak to you just with their own self, with a book, without a book, with the cards, the book, and their voice. You know what I'm saying? It's all something here. You know, you never know who's listening or maybe just only knows, you know, can only really. Okay. Let's see. Unnatural attempts. A man to get. So again, like that whole thing about the return of the Christ energy, right? Why I feel like the ancestors was pissed at me because of that reading that I did freestyle. And when I rolled off the bed couch, okay, and then just jumped right up and went right into what I was saying here. All right, because like I said, some of this information is said to be old, some of it is not. But even if you're looking at it and it is something of antiquity, doesn't mean it's correct. That's why I feel like some of us deal with that inner alchemy. We can discern like very easily. All right. Yeah, because again, consumption of food is something that you're taking in, like these words right now, and then also physical food, okay, or just food or whatever. Been destroyed. Even the things have been contaminated by the natural attempts of men to get. Okay, so again, artificially, whatever food, okay, and readings, right? Readings as well. Because it could be, I'm getting like a coattail energy here. Providing these things unto you in abundance. Okay, so different types of materials here. For in those days, men shall obtain the knowledge of chemistry. Okay, so again, temperance again is popping out here. Or just even chemistry here with this, with between man and woman here. All right. These types of relationships possibly. Yeah, okay. Like I'm getting that Gemini movie with Will Smith, I think, in it. As it shall be known among you, which shall aid them in their ability to use the natural elements which exist upon the earth to create concoctions. Concoctions, all right, and potions, all right, love potions and things like this, or even cups with blood. You know, I'm just thinking some crazy stuff what I'm seeing here, all right, or even just concoctions. I'm telling you. So again, this offering, is it an offering or is it mandated when it comes to these vials? Because I think we were just reading in this. No, we were just reading in Ezekiel, I think, about the vials. Yeah. Okay, offering in these cups, all right? you know? Even, okay, when it comes to the Queen of Cups energy, you know, what these people are seeing. You know, they may see one thing and then give a report of something else here, just so they can leave someone out in the cold, because these people will be jealous of the star, right? And then they'll use their helpers, you know, and sorcerers to, you know, send out these illusions here, all right? Yeah, but the sun is still going to shed that mana or that something, that nourishment here, no matter if the moon is pissed off or not. You know what I'm saying? Again, that's that energy of every knee shall bow when we're looking at that Queen of Pentacles with the man with the turban at her feet. And actually with the High Priestess with the moon at her feet. Because again, maybe these people are so pissed off because they don't have these gifts. And she's looking like, that's not my problem, right? So this is why they attack and try to bind and blind and confuse. Have you up all night, you know what I'm saying? All in your feelings and things, you know what I'm saying? Possibly even offer you these energies of chariots to come and take you off somewhere. You know, I feel like when Source wants you to move, you'll move. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what card we're even looking for. I done forgot by now. Okay, attempts of men to gain by providing these things unto you in abundance. Okay, so like, oh, maybe it's like, I'm thinking like drinking and being merry, drugs, you know what I'm saying? Let's see, even cups, right? I don't know what the hell is in it. You know what I'm saying? Even, you know, the King of Pentacles being in charge, or also that other portion, right? So again, some of these high priests or witches or other people that might be connected to them or succubus energies could be, you know, doing these things to you so that you end up with nothing and they end up with everything. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to gifts here. Oh, like, okay, I'm just hearing your cell phone even, all right? So this is talking about books and information. All right, even rumors and things like this, messages or whatever. Okay, these messages have been contaminated by the unnatural attempts of men to gain. Okay, so that's what I'm saying, like a beehive mentality, like a signal. It's like I'm telling you, I be thinking about people like sitting down with a plug in the fucking back of their neck. Do you see what I'm saying? With this, look at this page. Is this, yeah, the page energy here. Bitcoin and all this other, you know, it's like this plug in his back to keep people going, like these racehorses or like these, you know, hamsters on a wheel or something. You know what I'm saying? And it's for what at the end of the day, if you're going to be treating people a certain way for it or those things. By unnatural attempts of men to gain by providing these things unto you in abundance. Yeah, like your TV, your phone, you know, these things in your car and things like this, tracking devices, you know, all this stuff here, you know, again, like I said, for in those days, men shall obtain the knowledge of chemistry. All right. Oh, we were looking for the Temperance card. Okay. As it shall be known among you, which shall aid them in their ability to use natural elements which exist upon the earth to create. Okay. We already read this part. All right. And instead of working by the sweat, hold on, let me see. Father has placed in your own order to maintain a perfect balance of nature of all things. So this is also making me think about community work or something. But if somebody's not clear, I don't care if it's a God or whatever. If somebody's not clear about what they want from you, you know what I'm saying? Or if we're not establishing who we are and what, you know what I'm saying? I don't need nobody to tell me that to live my life on a daily basis and to grow, right? Mentally or spiritually, right? But if we're talking monetarily, okay, or in the economy, it's best that people talk to people about what they expect so that then somebody would know. And then sometimes even for me, now more incorporating, what do you need from me? How can I be of service, you know? Not just asking myself how I can be of service to others, but, you know, maybe even asking others here, okay? So again, damn, that made me think about checking my messages, okay? But remember, this is something that man was going to use to try to, you know, one up source, you know what I'm saying, in the end. And this is why maybe sometimes you could think you had a whole message planned out. You didn't even put it out, or you know, you didn't put it out, but then you see somebody else come along real quick that you know is kind of like a copycat or doppelganger energy, you know what I'm saying? And then they come out and put the message out a day or two before you. Now, this could be, again, so that is that a natural, if it sounds so much alike, is that a natural thought, or is somebody digging around in somebody's Akashic? Is man using some kind of directed signals in order to obtain that information from somebody and share it with people and then always leave this person out in the cold? It's usury here. I just feel like this is some form of usury. It doesn't matter here. Because again, if there's something, we're all working for something and everybody's going to get some type of reward, you know what I'm saying? Then again, everybody should be aware of what this is, whatever was in the contract, that you signed the contract, you should be aware of it. And then when you should be when you should be reaping your benefits, right? Or else you're just doing it for no reason. Or you're just doing it to be of service to people, but then sometimes that can make you look weak. It can make you seem like that, right? Just because you enjoy doing something. Society will make it seem like it doesn't mean anything then. If you're not telling everybody asking for donations and all this stuff. So again, this is giving me some kind of shifty energy here. All right? It's good for people to do that, but I'm just saying that's son of man energy to me. Not meaning that son of God shouldn't possibly use it if that's the come up or whatever to get established or whatever, like I always said. I mean, how much drugs you gonna sell if you don't want to end up in jail? It's like at some point in time, probably then you should just take that and then use that to do something else. Like to invest in something, you know, like, I don't know. Yeah. All right, but then even maybe this is even talking about, okay, more solitude, like knowing you belong to your team, you know, knowing you're a part of a team with, whether it's just yourself, source, or others, you know, but this was talking about seeming like going around with others here. And some of us, you know what I'm saying, this may be the only, I guess, depending on who you are, this may be your only outlet, you know, because you already know that it can be a dangerous thing to go back out, especially if some of you didn't even know that you were being exploited in some of these ways, right? It could be dangerous for you to be out there again now. So some of us have to be until justice is served. That's what I'm saying. I don't see why it's so long for people to do these things, this persecution and inquisition here. All right, this imprisonment or slavery for those who tried to do this to others here, because those people are going to go beneath here. But as long as we don't point out what's going on, that's not going to be the case here. It's kind of like that sense of discovery or self-discovery here. And really analyzing what it is and how far you've come and what might have been left behind or out. So for anybody to like be talking about, you know, things like, I don't know, it's just some of this stuff makes you want to feel bad about yourself. Like if you're trying to practice like celibacy or something like that, but then you may, you know, slip up in whatever way you may think that is, right? Why does it have to, like, do it have to make you feel some kind of way? That's a natural feeling that people should be able to feel. Like, I'm just about to be concerned if, you know, even if I'm practicing or not, if it's like nothing's going on, I'm like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute, something don't feel right, you know? So that's what I'm saying. Because again, if you look at it in the esoteric realm, it's like these things are actually, should you be practicing that? Because, you know, but some of us just feel like it's just like, oh, what's out there? I mean, well, shit, that's maybe how we looking. Like, can't just be like with just anybody. Like, ooh. You know what I'm saying? But then again, some of us, you know, can't always see everything. They're like that seer energy. She may be able to see things on an expansive level, but she may not be able to see what's right in front of her eyes here. Because the task that she's here, or the things she's here to do, or however she's supposed to be serving, he or she, whatever, okay? Yeah, so again, an abundance of these videos, abundance of this and that. And again, I think all of us fall guilty, unless you just threw away all your stuff. You don't watch nobody, you know, you threw away your phone and everything. Again, monk energy, I guess, here. Yeah. Shaving off your head. Oh, don't do that. Your hair, possibly, for some people. All right, but then some people in some cultures look at that as you shouldn't do that, you know. So again, it just depends. Yeah, knowledge of chemistry. Okay, this would be chemistry between two, with that whole Lover's card. All right. As it shall be known among you, which shall aid them in their ability to use the natural elements. Okay. Aid them in their ability to use the natural elements. Okay. Which exist upon the earth to create concoctions. Ooh. I'm hearing melanin, Ace of Cups energy. Even Queen of Swords energy, like these actions that people can be doing here in law, in society to block people. Also like this fast or forward moving, or just, sometimes I look at this as like a sense of an attack or like urgency, like pay attention. Don't you see that coming towards you? Kind of like energy here. As it shall be known among you, which shall aid them in their ability to use natural elements. Yeah, the temperance energy, which exists upon the earth. Okay, this is giving me the Ace of Cups. The Venus, look at this right here. Look at this. Right on top of this thing. I ain't even took it out yet. Venus. All right. What does it say? Give and receive love for the value and see beauty. Okay. And then also them watching us. Right. Yeah. Or I'm hearing medical marijuana. And potions that shall kill the insects and the other animals that are that the Father hath placed in their own order to maintain a perfect balance of nature in all things. Yeah, a bug, a virus. Oh, wait. Knowledge of chemistry, as it shall be known among you. Okay, it should be known among you. So this is like something that you know better. Which shall aid them in their ability to use natural elements. So again, donate your plasma, donate your blood, your also your antibodies, antichrist. Right? So yeah, the natural elements, which okay, even your aborted fetuses, which exist upon the earth. I did something on even this type of, I don't know, on Instagram. I posted something about these types of abortions or something. It made me think about the hand that rocks the cradle, or another energy of like movies that show people coming and taking a baby out of the womb. And I'm thinking it's maybe more two-ball cane energy, or something even more, something to that with this here. Or immaculate conception energy here, dealing with higher beings or even powers that shouldn't be in the dark realms or something here. That shall kill the insects and the other animals that the Father hath placed in their own order to maintain a perfect balance of nature in all things. Yeah, this is making me think about that shit. I don't know exactly what it's called, but I posted Shay_seeking on Instagram, a little clip of this, right? It's making me think about, again, taking like children going off to go somewhere else here. Let's see. And instead of working by the sweat of your brow to pull out the weeds that rise up in the crops that ye grow for yourself, ye shall use these unnatural products of your chemistry to kill the weeds that grow among the plants that ye do eat as your food. So again, this is making me think about, yeah, other materials being used. All right. It's also making me think about, again, when we are growing food and people are putting pesticides and things like this. But I think this Monsanto stuff doesn't need pesticides, if I'm not mistaken. But it doesn't regrow either. I think you have to do everything all new the next year, if I'm not mistaken. And do you not realize that when these things are done unto nature, and I remember that whole talk about forcing certain farms to take on these things that they had no choice almost, or racketeering, is that what it's called, or something like that? And do you not realize that when these things are done unto nature, then its perfect balance is disrupted? So I'm thinking fasting even here, okay? And the consequences of this disruption is the cause of the sores, okay? Now these could be literal sores or pangs or pains or whatever that shall come among you, okay? Because I am seeing tobacco here. I'm hearing tobacco, okay? Maybe even alcohol or something, okay? And ye shall die of all manner of effects from your poor diets, having been provided these diets by the beast that you worship. Now, okay, this is actually making me think about food, all right? It's also making me think about materials, all right? And it's also making me think about like information, mass media, television, entertainment. But music is something that's just, you know what I'm saying? You have to be careful, right? But it's something that I feel people, whew, yeah. Industry. I'm hearing industry. Even like no friends in the industry. I don't know. And the prophecy of John continueth, saying, and the second angel poured out his vial upon the sea. So yeah, this make me think about King of Cups, Queen of Cups energy. And it became as the blood of dead men. This could be talking about that whole thing that I was seeing with New York. I don't know. Or even somewhere else on the coast. You know, Los Angeles, you know, it could be talking about any place, you know, Louisiana, whatever. Florida, I don't know. Even some of these places where people are coming from, you know, who knows what they received, where they were at. Maybe that's why they're not getting anything when they come here. Hoo-hoo. I don't know, okay? And it became as blood of the dead man, which is black in color and heavy in its consistency. And every living soul died in the sea. Oh, making me think about a sea of people or living soul. So again, because in Genesis, I think he breathed the breath and gave them the breath of life. But this making me think this is artificial energy that was done to that. Living soul died. You know, yeah, even being in a living status when it comes to nationality, I'm wondering. Black in color and heavy in consistency, and every living soul died in the sea. You know, this make me think about signing up for something. Like I told y'all, whatever it was, I don't know if it's the Cold War or some war, you know, where everybody was pretty much free, but you, in order to vote, you had to give up your rights to your land and stuff like that in order to vote, which also gave up, which actually probably enslaved you again with the United States Corporation or the East of the Garden and the coast, stock market, these things, Bitcoin, social credit system. You know, that kind of stuff can like enslave you again, where no man will buy you, but you're just gonna be sitting there overworking, underpaid, possibly even, yeah, being used or taken advantage of. Yeah, you know, it's making me think about the three antidotes and who do you belong to once you take it, you know? It's funny how Johnson and Johnson is a baby company, or they produce baby stuff. And I think baby powder is one thing, but I think that was like recalled, or we found out that baby powder is not really good to use because of the talc. Y'all know what it's called in there. All right. Okay, it says, and now in the latter days ye shall begin to use resources of the earth to fulfill the plan of Lucifer. All right, resources of the earth. This is giving me Queen of Wands energy. All right. It's giving me Queen of Cups energy. Even talking about the earth, the sun, whoever. Oh, Sneaky Pete. All right. Yeah. Even this energy here of the tar with the Tar Heels South Carolina energy, you know, it like this person didn't gain it. Just don't give me that this is somebody that's abundance. This is somebody that know what to do and how to use messengers and flying monkeys to obtain this wealth here in abundance. And they just stuck it to their walls, not even their stuff. And look at the water is in there, and there's somebody peeking. It's like a water creature right there peeking through, right? Their hedges or whatever. I'm hearing me and Mrs. Jones got a thing going on. All right. So this looks like wealth and abundance here, really. But again, the Empress is sitting there with nothing but her microphone or her wand or whatever, you know, and she's the most abundant person or individual, I feel, in the deck because she has a womb. But the masculine has his part. OK, so I can't say that, but both of them equally, I'll have to say that. Because, again, you need the two, all right? It takes two to tango, all right? But, again, yeah, so King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles energy, but they're both figures that are, I feel they achieve their wealth from other beings. And usually these people are probably right underneath the Emperor and Empress, so it's like the money collectors or Matthew energy or the people that would be going out to, but then taking more taxes than they're supposed to. Inflation. All right. You know, using this, what is this? The Eight of Pentacles. Okay. In order to, like I said, with Moab and Moses and them, chisel out a little bit of something that benefits them as well. Right. Over Israel. Okay. To fulfill the plan of Lucifer. Right? Even, you know, instead of this being a sacred energy, turning it into some kind of slideshow or something. You know what I'm saying? Laughing stock or something. And he shall inspire you to seek out these resources of the earth. Again, the Ace of Cups is what we're looking for. Okay? Yeah, and then I feel like some of these energies are sitting here waiting for you to bring it to them. And I'm thinking, wait, who the fuck is supposed to be sitting in this seat now? Hold on. Yeah, the Temperance. This is my science card. This is my, you know, yeah. I don't know where's the rest of these cards at. Oh, the Ace of Cups is what I'm looking for. All right. So again, also like us, I guess, you know, using our gifts to heal others, you know, you got to know that other people are paying attention and watching very closely. You know? That's why, like, your sacred or your personal thoughts, I'm even afraid sometimes to write them down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this Ace of Cups here. Because nobody wants to know that this can be pure abundance. You don't have to have an extra penny. But if you have this, you can be, like, full. Like, is what I feel. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you need somewhere, you need to be able to survive. But again, that's why I think that some people, like, I don't know. It's not about... I think it's funny for somebody to think that somebody that's so intuitive and enlightened is even thinking. How could you even think? If you look at this person, you respect them, and you see them as a certain type of being, what would even cross your mind to even make you want to start rumors or think that this person is only out for something that really doesn't matter to them? But of course, they know that they have to deal with it while we're on this plane right here, for at least for the time being here. There's also barter and trade, you know. Yeah, these resources, this is making me think about, again, the High Priestess energy, like a people farm energy. These resources of the earth that lie beneath its surface. Ooh, oh, this is maybe even making me think about some kind of land that somebody wants because what's underneath their land. You know, I was just thinking about a metal detector today, or... yeah, I was just thinking to myself one day walking, like, you know how much stretch of land this is? I wonder, you know, knowing that these kingdoms were right here in America, you know, it's funny how, like, it's that pirating energy of the people that's so crazed about these land patents and what's underneath the soil. Because, again, using technology and all these things to get the resources, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess it, you know, I guess it's to each his own. I don't like to look at it as a bad thing. It's damn near... belongs to the earth or it belongs to you anyway. But you know, okay? Wait a minute, okay. And shall inspire you to seek out these resources of the earth that lie beneath its surface. Okay, ooh-wee. And this shall be known among you as oil, but it shall not be the pure natural oils. So it doesn't make me think about these pipelines here. Okay, or also even, you know, a well-oiled brain as well. Okay, secretions is making me think of. But it shall not be the pure natural oils that are produced from the plants. Okay, these are plants though. So again, plants in the biblical text is talking about scouts or people that are planted in the, you know, a spy, you know, like this, or artificially intelligent energy that can possibly tune in or tap into your energy here and try to suck you dry of it. All right, have you stagnant, so leave you as the plant that they can come and pull leaves from whenever they want. You see what I'm saying? That the Father has provided for our consumption. Okay, so again, it just depends, because some are, you know, sons of man and some are sons of God. Some of them have it naturally and some they can't. They vampire energy, or, you know, that kind of energy, because they're sucking off of yours. And it's like succubus energy can be masculine or feminine, but I think in this case, I'm getting like one of those movies where women are getting old or looking old or something like this, and either they have to go to new God energy, tech energy, or new body, or new, you know, some kind of transplant or something like this, or, you know what I'm saying, or they can find that one person that holds this something that they can feed off of, whether it's mentally, spiritually, or physically, like something in your damn body. You understand what I'm saying? To keep themselves looking young or something like that. When I feel like some of these energies not even supposed to be on the plane, you know, or in their position anymore. They're supposed to move over, right? But this is why, again, you're valuable. Some they jealous of it, they this and that, but they want it to some of these energies. These could be family members, friends, associates, co-workers, schoolmates, whatever the hell. All right, high and low. But this oil shall be black and heavy as the blood of the dead man, as John hath related to us. So again, this made me think about melanin and some, you know, some other fluids here. Okay. It could also be talking about something that is, you know, really underneath the soil here. Okay. Hell, it could be, I'm thinking the Tin Man. It could be talking about, you know, somebody that needs oil to, you know what I'm saying, be able to operate. I don't know. But that natural oil or that natural something, cream or whatever, can be something else that is something else as well. All right. And this oil which ye shall bring forth from its natural place shall be the cause of much pollution and destruction of the oceans and great waters of the earth. So again, this may be like, this making me think somebody got their hand on something that they don't, look at this water here. All right, keeping you blinded. They got their hand on something that they're not supposed to. But again, in a situation of source, in which when it comes to whatever, you know, this, ooh, we look at this card right here. 5 of Cups. This could be talking about, you know, like I said, this might be talking about, yeah, this could be talking about, you know, somebody's flow. Okay, so again, maybe like, again, I'm hearing balance or even pH balance here. But again, this could be something that's naturally been done to prevent these people from touching the anointed. Something galactic here, possibly here. Okay, and then we have this health card here. All right, from trees or family trees. This may be Source's way or somebody's way of blocking people from certain family trees. I'm hearing even when it comes to the defilement of the body, or what do they call it when they mute, like mutilation or whatever. Scribes or writers. Okay. All right. This is making me think about, yeah. It's making me think of, but they don't know. They're afraid of what they don't know, right? So this is also making me think about them targeting certain family trees and saying, we're going to do this kind of harmful things to you because of the gifts that you hold. Again. So this is what you would have to be aware. So who wouldn't want somebody to speak this? Again, because some people, obviously, some of us don't, you know what I'm saying? But most of us already know naturally. You see what I'm saying? Some of this stuff. I'm just hearing rebirth here. All right? But again, it's almost like somebody could be, you know, putting something out there to protect themselves, or source could be trying to put something out there to protect some people here. And now what purpose do ye have of this oil, except it be to consume it upon the lust and the blessings which Satan hath given unto you? Why would ye cause that a natural process become something that you desire to serve your selfishness? And in doing so, it becometh a cause of destruction of the natural order of things. I'm getting like pH, somebody's or some balance being off, that God hath established it in purity for you. Okay? Yeah. The purified, rebirth, all this stuff is going through mind. All right. Ooh. Okay. It's even making me think about music, some music. You know what I'm saying? Because again, the body naturally does these things or whatever, but then certain music or certain writings or speaking to certain people's voices, you know, these kind of things can lead to a lustful kind of activity as well. And you may not even know you're being programmed to be prepped for some type of probing or visitation, you know, but it's all in the Bible too, though. So again, you have to be very careful. It's all in the Bible too here. Okay. Let's not get it twisted. Because again, I don't care what nobody says, most of these acts are natural acts. You would feel like the temperance is two people that work well together and automatically do this for each other, you know, being together, right? But okay, so it would make sense why people are trying to hide or block a connection or something, and feed you something else that can keep you in that mood for other visitors, possibly from another realm or something. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, selfishness, and in doing so, it becomes a cause of destruction of the natural order of things that God has established. Again, because again, your body is naturally going to want certain things, is naturally going to do certain things. Yea, surely your timing of things upside down, your turning of things upside down, related to the natural order of things, shall not be unnoticed by you in the cause of the destruction that ye shall bring upon yourselves. All right. And this is still talking about humankind's causes God's judgment. Okay. Because again, these people dissing God, the Antichrist energy, which is a movement, is on the plane because people want to do unnatural things here or involve themselves in unnatural acts. And it's not to put anybody down that, you know, is doing these acts, but there's a certain group of us that's expected to do things this other way, the right way, or the natural way. Ooh. Why I'm seeing like a place with a whole bunch of people. I was about to say a nudist. Why is that whole nudist card just keep coming up? But maybe not that, okay? But the nakedness, raw, real, true. You know, openness. If this was going on, I need to know that. Because if I don't know that and I'm letting you over here in my temple, then, you know, but if we could just be real about what the fuck it is, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. Because again, some of us are virgins to other things that, you know, we just keep it real. We just flow with it here, okay? When it comes to, you know, third party energy or, you know, a lot of energy like this. But, you know, it's just because it's scary shit. Ain't nobody trying to be sitting up here with no, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing here. I'm hearing communal living. Poly something, but maybe not, you know. Yeah, all this poly or this sharing or orgy energy. Nobody's saying, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's just up to you to discern, okay? I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure some people are well versed in that kind of stuff and some people may not be. But all it takes is one to go somewhere else and be involved with that and bring that back. And that's maybe why you can feel a sense of something. And sometimes I wonder if I'm just overthinking. about certain situations, you know. That's why I like to. Relating to the natural order of things shall not be unnoticed by the causes of destruction that ye have. Okay. And those of you who shall bring these things forth into the world. Okay. So again, it's making me think about the world card, because it's almost like she's like American Beauty, that movie. I can't remember exactly what it was about, but I think it was something very sensual. American Pie, I think was, okay. Sweet potato pie. Ooh, okay. I don't know. All right. That ye may get gain. Okay, so this is making me think about the two batons or the two wands, or whatever energy they have around them as well, to do these things to divine beings. Do ye not fulfill the words of the prophet Isaiah? And as Isaiah, you know what I'm saying? I love Isaiah. It's one of my favorite books. But again, it's one of those battle of the sexes books to me. Like men are from Mars and women are from Venus kind of energy. All right. It says, when he wrote, saying, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord. Okay. So again, they seek deep into your Akashics and things like this to hide. For me, I'm getting that, you know, to hide the things that they've been doing or you've been doing or something of that matter here. Right. But they don't turn that eye. Look at, we got this here. All right. The King of Cups, that's a seer energy here. All right. And then we got this Five of Cups, which again is making me think about the darkness or whatever below. Okay. The oil or whatever we were just talking about here. All right. And then these cranes right here in the, what is this? The Ten of Cups. Okay. Is making me think about birthing a nation. Okay, and then these same cards here, the galactic energy, okay, the scribes or writers, okay, the trees, and then health. All right, imprisonment and slavery and persecution and inquisition is giving me all this here, okay? Let me see. All right, we have temperance also here in these cards, all right? And you notice one bird is the real bird, and then this bird, the person with temperance is wearing a mask, or she wants to put that mask on or take it off, okay? And then we have the moon energy with this is my surveillance card here. All right, this crow, the surveillance, the digital pigeons and shit like this that allegedly have been written about, okay? Even this person building this nest on this dead body, or this somebody's head that's been cut off, it seems. You know, and somebody taking from it and building a nest. Also, the night energy, somebody taking from this person that's damn near buried in the ground with a key in their hand and building with it. All right. And then we got the Five of Swords here. Okay. And this person is kind of like trying to cut his way through here. Like treading, like blazing a trail or something like this here. Serve your selfishness. So, but this is people that just, you know, desires energy, okay, which they could look at as Lucifer, you know, that kind of energy, I guess. Destruction of the natural order of things that God hath established in its purity for you, okay? Yea, surely your turning of things upside down relating to the natural order of things shall not be unnoticed by you in the causes of the destruction, and that ye shall bring upon yourself. And those of you who shall bring these things forth into the world, that ye or yea might get gain. Do ye not fulfill the words of the prophet Isaiah when he wrote, saying, woe to them that seek deep, okay, to hide their counsel from the Lord. All right. So again, coming and taking shit from your brain, from your head, from your hands. You know what I'm saying? From your body, in order to build with somewhere else or with something else or someone else. Is very strange here that these cards are here. I pulled these right before we did this here, just for a reference of something I'm looking into. Yeah, so to find up secrets about you so they can blackmail you, right? Or have some kind of something weight over you, okay? Their works in the dark, right? See, look at that darkness that was underneath that woman here. Okay, or the Three of Pentacles energy, the crafty counsel. And they say, who seeth us? and who knoweth us. So again, this is night energy here. Okay, this is this is what I'm saying about the feminine energies coming out and saying these things right here. Because I remember in the beginning when I first stumbled across these groups or this group of people, you know what I'm saying, there was more acts that were being talked about, as if people were watching people do certain acts. But that slowed down. There's more keyword ways of speaking of it, or they just don't do it, or something has been shut down in that sense. But I feel like, again, all right, making money off of someone's nakedness or something, or mocking them and laughing. Again, that whole energy from last night. Thinking who seeth you, but again, a seer seeth, okay? And who knoweth us? Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the clay of the potter. Wow. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? That's deep. We're going to stop right there. Yeah, this is a long, yeah, we ain't going through this whole thing. All right? He had no understanding. Again, because this is that blinded energy. So, you just have to discern where you feel like this is coming from. But, yeah, this is definitely that energy of, it's either vindicating or shedding a light on. You know what I'm saying? What has been done in the dark, okay? With the surveillance here, the secret behind the moon here. And the temperance, the mixing up of the cups. These two cards, very prominent here. All right? And the building off of dead people, okay? Dead by law, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. People's graves, shallow graves, whatever it would be. Taking advantage or abusing power and authority here. And it's about, I guess, forgiveness and then justice. Shit, I mean, we can't leave that out. You know what I'm saying? So, that's it.